Broken a sweat. This fight's going to heat up quickly.
The strategy, both have played this fight over and over in their minds for the last 5-6 years. And it has not changed from 5-6 years ago to tonight. Mancini wants to come straight forward at Camacho. He's looking for his left.
And Mancini has to cut off the ring on Camacho. He cannot allow Camacho to dance around in circles. This is a big ring, so he's going to have to step way over.
Camacho and Mancini. Mancini, who threw about 110 punches around, and Camacho says, well, he'll be throwing it air. He wants to show him a lot of movement. And as we go along, Sean, you take a look at both fighters. Tell me a little bit about the rust that Mancini's trying to take off, and tell me where Camacho is compared to his last few fights. Mancini, first fight in 4 years. Remember, Camacho has only fought about 5 times in the last 3.5 years, so he also has a little bit of the rust.
Mancini has a lot of ring rust, however, not as much as usual, because, let's face it, he's still a young man. He's celebrated his 28th birthday
Saturday. Remember, Mancini, the champion at the age of 21, retired at the tender age of 23. Macho Camacho, also a champ at 21, holds 2 titles, super featherweight and the lightweight title. This is a feeling out process.
Mancini has got Lenny on the front of his trunks. Lenny, of course, his father.
Well-documented story, winning the lightweight championship, beating Arturo Frias in 1982, but he says, this one is for me. I want Camacho. I've waited long enough for this one. A very serious look on the face of Macho Camacho, who takes a right.
Both of their faces are very serious. For Mancini, I expect him to go to the body in his first few rounds. Good straight left hand by Hector Camacho.
To the disadvantage of Mancini, the size of this ring. At least 20 feet, we measured it closer to 21. And also the pounding that he has taken in the past. The ability to cut. I don't know if you call it ability, but the tendency to cut on Mancini's part. And you know, Camacho is just going to look to get in, get out, and work to the face.
And Mancini does have some redness around the outside orbital of the right eye from training.
And it'll just take a little while to let it set in. But these two fighters are finally in the ring. This isn't a video computer fight. They are matched up, face to face, nose to nose.
And now they're heating it up.
Macho actually staying away here. Mancini has him in the corner. Camacho scores with the right and then spins away nicely.
And Camacho, that's the way he wants to fight. That's why he came in with the bull outfit.
Oh, Camacho is caught by a left. Stare down at the end of the first round. No tune-up after 4 years off for Mancini. Goes right in to the ring against Camacho. Round number 2.
Griffith told Mancini, hook inside. Pressure is good. He's got good pressure on Mancini. Throw the right hand to the body. The way southpaws fight, a right hand to the body is a natural because they run into it.
Mancini says he wants to throw punches from bell to bell. Take away the legs of Camacho. Keep him on defense. Try to break his will.
And I tell you, it's going to be hard to catch Hector Camacho upstairs clean. What he needs to do is go down to the body first like he did right there. A straight right hand to the body.
Camacho thinks that Mancini's style made to order. He feels his style is easy to maneuver, either counter or get out of the way, but that's Camacho 4 years ago. And we're going to see here tonight how close he is to have returned to that era. And he was one of the greats.
And this is just the way Hector Camacho wants to fight. He wants to keep moving, keep on the run, keep away from Ray Mancini. If they get inside, Camacho clinches. Lets the referee break him up.
Camacho now moving more in the second round, up on his toes, keeping the distance from Mancini. Mancini straight on. You know his strategy.
And look at that movement from Camacho. Now what Mancini has to do to kill that movement, take the legs out from under Hector Camacho by going downstairs to the body.
Mancini actually thinks that Camacho is a better fighter now. He thinks he's more complete. Before, you know, he give you all that flash. But made a lot of mistakes, taking a lot of chances because of his great speed. He says now he feels, watching the tapes of Camacho's last fights, that he's settled down. He picks his shot better. Camacho keeping his distance, looking in for his shots.
Right there, Ray cut off the ring. That's how he's going to corner up Hector Camacho. He just takes a step over to either his right or his left, whichever Camacho's going.
Mancini has Camacho on the ropes, but Camacho a straight right to get away. Camacho knows that ring, and again slips away from a barrage from Mancini. There's the time remaining in round 2. It is scheduled for 12 for the WBO junior welterweight title. And this could be just the start of some classic confrontations.
Oh, and this crowd don't like Hector Camacho fighting and running.
Camacho holding behind the head of Mancini.
And gets a warning from referee Mills Lane. He loves it, not having the crowd with him.
Well, he is working the crowd, trying to his advantage. Looked like 2 against 1 right there. Camacho taking his eye off Mancini. Third round action. Mancini now looking to pick up the pace. He goes right after Macho Camacho.
Now Camacho cannot lose that concentration of his game plan. He's got to be like the matador against the bull. He's got to keep moving. If he sets down or loses concentration 1 second, Mancini will nail him and this fight could be over.
The chant of boom, boom from Mancini. Camacho, 34-0, 17 knockouts. Mancini, a record of 29-3. His 3 losses, twice to Livingstone Bramble, once to Alexis Arguello. That's the only fight he was down. 23 knockouts for Mancini. 17 of them within the first 3 rounds, and we're in round number 3. Camacho down once last June in the first round to Reyes Cruz. And Mancini also down early against Arturo Frias and came around and knocked Frias out to win the title in '82. So 2 fights that Mancini has been down.
Here's something that could play a factor. Hector Camacho has been training in Lake Tahoe, some 60 miles up the road. 6,500 feet altitude. Now he's coming down to Reno, where it's 4,500 feet altitude. He should have more wind because of that. In comparison, Ray Mancini has been training in Las Vegas at 3,000 feet altitude. He's moving up to 4,500.
Can you make a judgment as far as the rust we were talking about that Ray Mancini had to work through in the opening rounds?
Well, Ray Mancini has missed a lot of shots in these first several rounds. However, that's Ray Mancini. He missed a lot of shots when 4 years ago. He throws a lot of punches. He misses some. The more you throw, the more you're going to land. And Hector Camacho is extremely elusive. Very difficult to hit him and get a clean shot on him.
So far, is this a better Camacho than you have seen the last couple of years?
It looks like he's now the Camacho of old. This is the Camacho that we all got excited about, the movement. Look at that, out of that corner. What beautiful spinning outside that corner. He was trapped in there and he worked his way out.
And he gets out again. Mancini encouraged when he saw Camacho go down for the first time in his career in fight number 33 against Cruz last June. And here is Mancini trying to track down the elusive Macho Man. And that is the end of round number 3. The danger zone for opponents of Mancini in the past.
And it usually takes these fighters, including that man, Ray Boom Boom Mancini, about 3 rounds to really loosen up. Get all the fluids working. Let's listen to Murphy Griffith.
All right, hey, don't forget, I don't want you to be out here hooking too far. Straight to anything, okay? All right. And whenever you come close on this guy, right hand, left hook, all the time, okay? Right hand, left hook.
Boom Boom in the ring. Lenny and Ellen watching on, perhaps in disbelief that their son is actually back in the ring.
Back in there again. They are very nervous. Between rounds, Murphy Griffith telling Ray Mancini, right hand, left hook. Against southpaws, you're taught to throw the right hand and the left hand. Because of the way their stance is, they are many times vulnerable to those punches.
The
Good
parents
strategy.
of Mancini very supportive now that he has decided to get back in the ring. But when he ended it right here in this ring 4 years ago after a war with Livingstone Bramble, Lenny and Ellen were very happy that the Boomer had decided to call it a career. They felt that he had enough. Camacho felt that at that time Mancini was shot. And here it is 4 years later, and we are into the 4th round. Many experts didn't feel this fight would still be going on. Camacho around a 3-1 favorite to win this one.
And Camacho again back on his bicycle. Mancini pressing this fight. So elusive is Macho Camacho. He's bending underneath those punches.
And there he saw he could not get out of the corner, so held effectively.
Fighting a smart fight is Hector Camacho. This is the way he knows how to fight, and he loves to fight. Said he was mad at Ray because of a special on television that his son saw, where Ray said that he was not a good role model for the kids.
Well, this is
Hector got very mad about that, said he was going to punish Ray because of that.
certainly has been set up as the hero versus the villain. Hector Camacho says that his life has changed. No more tax problems, no family problems, facing no court cases. He's built a house in Florida. There's no desire to hang around discos anymore. Says his mother crashed a car recently, bought her a new car. He is taking care of business.
And John Villarreal in the corner of Hector Camacho said, "I've never seen Hector work this hard." As Mancini lands a good right hand.
Both good for one another. They both mean dollars for one another. And they're both putting one another back in the spotlight. Macho Camacho getting roughly $1.5 million for this fight. Mancini with incentives and bonuses, which should be around the $1 million mark. Mancini says he turned down a $2 million fight in Canada against Barry McGuigan. In McGuigan's comeback, turned down 7 title fights. He wanted only this one. Burning desire to finally get in the ring with Camacho.
And Murphy Griffith in his corner.
Struggle by Camacho. Was he shot? Now Camacho staying away. Was he nailed by Mancini? Did Mancini get one? And Mancini coming in with the elbow.
And another good right hand by Mancini. Camacho is standing flat-footed more.
He is hurt. Tries to hold on. Mancini has caught Camacho here in round 4.
And just for a second here, he has lost that concentration that I was talking about in the last round.
Catches it now. Nice little flurry by Camacho to get out of this 4th round. He is holding, waiting for the bell.
And waiting for referee Mills Lane to break him up.
The crowd responds to their favorite here in Reno.